The president wants these detainees put in federal prison or supermax facilities. Kansas, Colorado, or South Carolina are the primary locations of the 13 options laid out by the administration. The move is being met, as Manuel said, with big political resistance on Capitol Hill because 30% of the detainees previously released entered back into the fight. Here's more on the president's plan.
We're going to work with Congress to find a secure location in the United States to hold remaining detainees. These are detainees who are subject to military commissions, but it also includes those who cannot yet be transferred to other countries or who we've determined must continue to be detained because they pose a continuing significant threat to the United States.
For more on this, let's turn to Mike Papantonio, lawyer and Ring of Fire radio host, America's Lawyer, that is. Also with us tonight, Jacquieline Kilmas. She's a defense correspondent for the Washington Examiner. Great to have both of you with us tonight. There's the legal aspect and then, of course, the politics. Let's do the politics first. Mike, why now? After 7 years, why has it taken the president this long to get there?
Well, what he's finding is progressives are moving away from the Democrats. Had he done this earlier, it wouldn't be so much of a problem for Hillary Clinton right now, but Hillary Clinton's now going to be faced with this onslaught of criticism. It's going to fall on her shoulders. And the problem is, I think the best I can make of it is this is his way of saying we still are progressives. Yes, he should have done this 7 years ago. Yes, he could have done it unilaterally. He didn't need Congress. He could have forged out a way to do this. But right now he's confronted with a problem that's both political and the timing couldn't be any worse, in my estimation, from a political standpoint. This does not help Hillary Clinton if that's what he's trying to do.
Jacqueline, 8 years ago, the Republicans were for closing it. Today, they're not. Why all the opposition?
We've seen so much opposition in Congress now. Republicans have just said that this is absolutely a non-starter with them, that the plan is essentially dead on arrival. They say that it's going to impact national security and that some of the people who are released could actually go back and join the fight. Just today, we saw someone who was released from Gitmo in 2004. He was arrested in Spain for trying to plot an attack with the Islamic State. So their main concern is the recidivism that could happen.
Well, the president is also making the pitch that this is going to save some $85 million a year. Now, the number we're talking about is between 40 and 60 enemy combatants or detainees, whatever the term is, the people who are in Gitmo right now. And some of them, Mike, were involved in 9/11. If they come to American soil, and there's a question of whether the president can even do that, if they do come to American soil, habeas corpus, bring me the body, due process. Now where are we?
Well, I mean, you're going to have a due process argument immediately when they're on American soil. That's always been the holdup. And there's 91 detainees, as you point out. 46 are considered wartime detainees. The wartime detainees have some elements that can be handled different than everybody else. But we're going to hear habeas corpus nonstop because with that transfer to the United States comes some protection that they really don't have down in Gitmo. That's why probably the better alternative is find countries that are willing to take some of these people, let them shoulder this responsibility. Those other countries want safety. They're afraid of the same things that most people are afraid of, and that is that there's going to be a process of them moving back into terrorism. So they have responsibilities too. He could do that. My point, Ed, he could have done it 7 years ago. Yeah. He didn't. And now he's going to suffer because of it, and so is Hillary Clinton.
Jacqueline, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says the president can't legally do this. Is he making up a legal argument, or the Republicans just don't want it, and that's the best case they can make? Where's the legal opposition here?
Reporters today asked at the Pentagon if this plan addressed any of the legal issues that have brought up. And Pentagon Press Secretary Peter Cook basically just punted the question and said that they dealt with this before in a previous report to Congress and that report was included as an appendix. But it obviously wasn't dealt with to lawmaker satisfaction in the previous report, given that there are still questions. So I don't know that there are any answers in this report about the legal ramifications of this.
All right. Jacqueline Kilmas, thank you for joining us tonight. Mike, stay with us. We've got other things to talk about.